Hey guys, it's Rob here. It's just a quick video about my competition model. I hope you all enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. So my diorama tells the tale of an inquisitorial retinue and a Deathwatch veteran on the hunt for a Genestealer cult in the alleyway of a hive city, and as we can see, they have definitely found them, although it looks like they're about to get a lot more than they potentially bargained for. The Genestealer Patriarch, who is overseeing the action unfold, holding the severed skull of one of the Deathwatch veterans' teammates, and we can see that this little familiar scamp has stolen his helmet as well, which is so much fun. But the real fun comes at night, when the Genestealer cult glyph is revealed, along with the psychic energy from the Patriarch's brain, mind controlling his neophytes. So I built the terrain using Mantic's Dead Zone modular terrain. I mocked up an idea for the alleyway that I wanted that used most of the pieces I had, including cutting some in half in order to fit on the 200mm by 200mm base. I then based it with Leadbelcher spray, washed it with Nuln Oil and Agrax Earthshade, then painted some details onto it. After that, I then painted some yellow onto the streetlight to give this sort of glow effect in the local area. And then once I'd done that, I moved on to my Kitbashed Inquisitor, who is a Tempestus Scion with some extra bits added on. I was pretty happy with how he turned out. I wanted to give the idea of someone who's definitely on the hunt for Xenos. And then the Genestealer Patriarch. He was a lot of fun to paint. It's my first attempt painting a Xenos model, a Tyranid model specifically. And then I had to go at the Genestealer cult glyph. I just cut out a template from paper with that and painted some glow paint on. I moved on to the base, going for like a sort of dirty granite on the floor. I then mocked up where I wanted the models to go. I had a bit of a play around with a bit of blue tack just to hold them in place while I decided where would be best for them all to sit. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. The Patriarch looking down over the alleyway, the Inquisitorial retinue not yet aware of the danger he poses, as none of them have looked up. So here we have the completed Genestealer Cultists and the Inquisitorial retinue. So I'm just going to go through the paints I used to paint these. So they're all undercoated with a Grey Seer spray paint, and then for the Cultists, the cloth was done with a mostly contrast paint. So Talisar blue for the cloth, Achillean green for the armour, Basilicanum grey for all the metal parts, Black Templar for the boots, Cygol green for any leather parts. You've also got Skeleton Horde for the cloth. There is Magus purple on the Genestealer cult icons. There's a bit of Flesh Terror red on the banner there as well. And then for the skin tones on the cultists, I used a mixture of Guilliman Flesh, Druchii Violet shade, a bit of Magus purple, a bit of Volupus pink, just to give them all varying amount of shades for a few different skin tones. So for the Inquisitorial retinue, these were also based in Grey Seer spray paint. I used Black Templar for the armour, Basilicanum grey for the metal parts, Flesh Terror's red for any red icons, bit of Blood Angels red as well on the cabling, Skeleton Horde for any sort of purity seals and parchment, Guilliman Flesh on the skin tone, washed the whole model with Nuln Oil as well, and then dry brushed Leadbelcher for all the metal parts across both sets of models. Just to make those stand out a bit more. Then for the lens effects, I painted with a Vallejo silver and then washed it with an Aethermatic blue for a lens effect. So for the Genestealer Patriarch, I washed the entire model with a mixture of Volupus pink and contrast medium, just to really water it down and get it quite thin. Washed the entire model with that. I then went over the model on any recesses with just straight Volupus pink to make those stand out. The carapace is done with Achillean green, and all of the claws and spines are done with Flesh Terror red. And then once I had done that, the base, the sort of pipe work is done with a Leadbelcher. Skulls are done with Skeleton Horde. A bit of Balthasar Golden there for the brass notes as well. So the glowing glyph is an idea that I got from Blade 2, where vampires would use these sort of invisible glyphs to hide their hideouts. So I bought an invisible UV paint, which is white when it's wet, it dries clear, and then it sort of glows an aqua under a black light. And I picked up a cheap blacklight torch online. The paint was quite thick, especially noticeable on sort of flat areas, so it wasn't ideal. I think I'd have to maybe rethink this in future, but it ended up sort of doing the job that I wanted it to, which is great. I thoroughly enjoy that little reveal when you put the UV light onto the glyph in the dark. So there we have it. That's the competition model all done. Very pleased and looking forward to dropping this off. Hopefully people can get down to see it in person. And thank you very much for watching my video.